My name is Anna. We're all here from V Resorts, and we wanted to share a couple of things before Christmas today with you. We're going to be talking about our ultimate VR product and sharing some ideas, prototypes, and UX solutions with you today. So just a quick overview of what we're going to be talking about. So we are the company that has created first in the world VR commerce app, which is virtual reality hotel booking platform. And today we are going to cover a couple of things. Is basically how did we came to this idea and our validating of it will be told by me. I'm Anna. The VR prototyping will be told by head of our product, Uliana, and UX solutions from Maria, lead developer. And then we will be happy to answer all your questions. So let's start. Just a quick introduction about us. So we are V Resorts. We are a Singapore company that's been founded in 2018 to help hotels connect their future guests using the virtual reality. We have a very interesting team that is working together, and we combine virtual reality production professionals who used to work for National Geographic before, who are creating our virtual reality stories for hotels. We have a hospitality focus with hospitality professionals on boards. These are the people who worked for hotels before in different roles, who understands the hotel and help us to shape the virtual reality as a sales and marketing tool. And we have software team, product team that basically created the virtual reality booking platform and some other tools that help hotels with their distribution. So it's very interesting sayings about innovation and so much technology around us today. So it's very easy to wonder, are we actually at the end of it all? But surprisingly, nevertheless, that it's so much happening around, we are just in the beginning to what's yet to come. And with so much impact from the recent year on all sides of the business, we should expect even bigger changes, even wider perception of innovation and technology as well. Everything becomes commerce now. Everything will be shopping. And I'm going to go into the history a little bit later about e-commerce and mobile commerce. We know that everything is going physical. We are connecting our digital identities with our bodies. And this event, the Altspace events, are one of the biggest showcase for us that we can meet in virtual reality space and with our avatars as prototypes and connect to the people in different events. And everything goes dimensional. We are using more senses now. So before we were just checking the pictures and checking the videos. Then at some point, podcasts became really massive information overview for us. And then we were thinking as a team, what else can we do? How can we use that all and create something even bigger to that? But before answering this question, I want to look into the history of e-commerce and to showcase how it developed in the recent years. The more we come to the closer dates, the more things pop up. So now we're going to go into a very beginning history, starting with 1979 with Michael Aldrich, who decided to get something more convenient for himself and join TV and telelines, which we know as teleshopping. So you can see the product, you can call, and you can order it. So that's one of the prototypes of e-commerce. But then in 1982, the first actually online market was created. This was a Boston Computer Exchange. It was used to sell the used computers mainly. Then in 1991, the big step, big milestone, internet opened to commercial use, and people were able to register domains on the interweb. 1995, we all know Amazon been launched, and it originally was created as an online bookstore. Basically, what's all these things we're trying to, all these new technologies we're trying to solve is a limitation problem or some form of problem. So for bookstores, for example, the actual offline bookstore was able to have about 100, 200,000 books in it. It was a very big one, but Amazon didn't have this limitation at all. And later, they were actually the first to launch the online review on their platform, which was actually considered as a cemetery for e-commerce. But we know it was one of the biggest achievements to drive the e-commerce even further. Then 1998, PayPal was a revolutionary thing for e-commerce. Now it was people were able to have a secure way for website to accept the payments. And then in 1999, Alibaba was registered. It's a B2B, B2C, and C2C, actually first of its kind platform. What's happened next? I'm joining here e-commerce and mobile commerce together. The mobile commerce actually was the first prototype, again, was 1997, when people were able to buy content of the ringtones through mobile devices. Then a big milestone for all of us, 2007, iPhone launched with an app store where you can actually download the apps to browse something, to buy something. And then 2014, Apple Pay, which was actually the first ever mobile payment system, followed by Google Pay in 2015. 2017, very interesting one, Instagram. So the apps actually enter the e-commerce game with the shoppable posts. Before that, Facebook actually allowed the ads that were sponsored. 2019, $3.5 trillion was the e-commerce sales volume. And we all know that 2020 will be even bigger. And by 2021, the mobile commerce share in total e-commerce is predicted to be 54%. So what is actually e-commerce? It is a digitally replicated real world where you do impulsive buying sometimes, and which gives you an emotional connection. So imagine you see this picture of fruits, which makes your mouth even water. You want this juice to be squeezed in your glass, and then you scroll your phone, you sit at home, then you have this targeted ad for you, and you click buy and get the orange juice freshly delivered to your home. What is VR commerce? It's also a digitally replicated real world with impulsive buying and emotional connection. But imagine you put your device on and you actually go to the field with orange trees there, where you can actually see this thing. You can hear the wind blowing the birds there, and then you can actually come and see how the juice is squeezed. So even more immersive, even more emotional connection with this content. So what do we have? We have old rules, but with the new experiences. And then we started thinking, yes, VR commerce will be a big thing because everything is, there's so much more potential in virtual reality buying. But then because there's so much entertaining there, we started asking ourselves questions. Can we actually enter VR commerce without a gaming content? And without something with entertaining, but not a gaming entertaining. But we believe that there is so much space for it. As example, SideQuest, most downloaded app, is VR desktop. And we know that there is a need out there and a huge potential for something different. Virtual reality commerce, which combines the best of two worlds. The convenience of online and the confidence of offline. It is very fast. You don't need to commute. You can also compare prices. And what is very important nowadays, you don't need to risk. And then we started questioning, is VR commerce just a little better than the e-commerce? And it's no brainer that with a very rich, engaging and immersive experiences, you being actually present there, being the next closest to physically actually holding things or being and experience something is way more immersive and interesting for a buyer. It is also giving you a very big, giving a brand a big SMM awareness that you want to share your experience. So for example, you went nowadays, you really want to travel, you want to open an app and just experience something yourself. Just go to the destination you are dreaming about, go check the hotels, and then you come back to your home and you want to share this. You want to tell people, oh, I've just visited such an amazing place. It's really cool. I've been swimming with sharks. There was an underwater experience for me. You do want to share that in social as well. And imagine there are no language barriers as well. So without actually telling something, like imagine you pick up the phone and try to sell something over the phone. You explain, and try to actually immerse your potential buyer into what you're telling them. Or you just give them the device and show something that they can actually pick themselves.